Property owners, what's the strangest tenant grievance you've encountered that ended up being entirely legitimate? I've been leasing out my 2-unit property for 8 years, handling all sorts of tenant issues. Leaky faucets, loud neighbors, pest problems, pretty standard fare. But nothing could have braced me for the phone call I got from Sophie on a quiet Tuesday morning in April. "The walls are pulsing," she declared, skipping any pleasantries. "It's getting worse." I exhaled, already assuming this was a clever ploy to wiggle out of her lease. Sophie had seemed perfectly ordinary during the application process, a reserved illustrator with stellar credit and glowing references. Yet here we were, barely 3 months into her tenancy. "Could you elaborate?" I asked, pulling up her records. "The walls, they swell and shrink like they're alive. It's keeping me up at night." I arranged to inspect the unit that afternoon, expecting to find nothing but an overactive imagination. When I arrived, Sophie looked drained, dark shadows under her eyes, hands trembling as she opened the door. "It's strongest in the bedroom," she said, guiding me down the hallway. The apartment appeared pristine, tidy, well-kept, no visible damage. I examined the walls closely, freshly painted from last year, no cracks, no signs of leaks. "I don't notice anything unusual," I told her. Her expression fell. "Please, just sit here for 10 minutes. You'll sense it." Against my instincts, I sat on her bed. For the first few minutes, nothing happened. Then I felt it, a faint shift in the air, like being in a plane during takeoff. The room seemed to subtly stretch, then tighten. A chill ran through me. "What is this?" I muttered. "You feel it too?" Sophie whispered, her voice brimming with relief. I contacted my contractor that afternoon. Mike had worked on this property since I purchased it 5 years ago. When I described the issue, he went silent. "I need to check something," he said. "Can we meet there tomorrow?" The next morning, Mike arrived with unfamiliar tools. He drilled a tiny hole in the bedroom wall and inserted a probe. "Well, damn," he muttered, eyeing his device. "Your tenant's not wrong. The walls are shifting." "That's impossible," I said. "Not impossible, just really bad," Mike replied. He explained that the previous owner had installed a defective HVAC system that caused pressure fluctuations throughout the building. The bedroom was essentially acting like a giant bellows, expanding and contracting with each cycle. The shifts were so subtle that most wouldn't notice during the day, but in the stillness of night, sensitive people could pick up on it. "It's actually hazardous," Mike warned. "Prolonged exposure could lead to health issues." The repairs set me back $15,000. New ducts, pressure adjustments, a full HVAC replacement. When I called Sophie to schedule the work, she broke down in gratitude. "I thought I was going crazy," she said. "My ex-roommate called me hysterical. Even my brother thought I was exaggerating." 2 weeks later, after the fixes were done, Sophie sent me a bottle of whiskey with a note. "Thank you for taking me seriously." She's been my ideal tenant ever since. Always pays on time, keeps the place spotless, even helps show the other unit when it's empty. Last month, she referred a friend who was looking for a place. During the tour, her friend asked about any problems with the building. "Just one," Sophie said, smiling at me. "The landlord actually listens when you report something unbelievable."